Good morning. Good morning. All right, I'm Brittany with Birth It Forward. We are going to do some yoga, obviously. That's why you're here. Some prenatal yoga today with some dynamic stretching. So we're going to move the spine, move the body, move the hips, and help reset our minds and our bodies for being the wonderful mothers and fathers and parents that we all are. So we're just going to start sitting in easy pose. Those of you who are heavily pregnant, this might be more comfortable sitting on a block. Just put that right underneath those sits bones. Sit right up on top of that block. And make yourself some nice space. For those of you who don't sit in this position, it's a great option for you as well. If you just don't sit normally on the floor in an easy pose. I'm going to go ahead and sit on the floor, but I just wanted to show you how much extra space you get when you sit on a block in this pose, and that it really helps to lengthen that spine. A lot of the movements that we're going to be doing, if they include the spine rolls and we're doing twisting, especially for those of you who are pregnant, we want to do gentle twisting. But any twisting we do, we want to make sure we're nice and straight and tall so that we don't compress those vertebrae and cause pain later on. Okay, so just sit in your easy pose, nice and straight and tall, and we're going to start with some head, neck, shoulder movements. Take that deep breath in through your nose. Move with that breath. Push those shoulders down as you engage your core and let that air out through your mouth. We're going to do some Ujjayi breathing with our yoga today. I'm a huge fan of Ujjayi breathing. So what we're going to do, breathe in through your nose, and as you breathe out, keeping your mouth closed, you can practice with your mouth open so you get the feel of it, but open your throat, and it's going to be like you're going, and you're doing that with your mouth shut. You can't hear me, but I am making that sound just with my mouth shut. This is a great breath for labor and the birth of your baby as well. As we push our shoulders down, let that air out. Warm up those shoulders. Stretch out any tightness in those shoulders. I love movement. Feel free to add your arms in if it feels good for you. I'm just doing a shoulder roll with an arm raise. Deep breath in as I raise my arms. Let the air out as I lower. In as I roll. Out as my arms come back forward. And this feels absolutely wonderful on my shoulders. Great job. Let's add in a little bit of, we're going to go side to side, nice and slow with our breath. As we warm up our bodies, wake things up. As we come down, just be nice and gentle. You don't have to go as far. If right here is all you can do, that is totally fine. Go where you're comfortable. If you can go farther and deeper while keeping those sit bones on the floor or on your block, go where you're comfortable. As you lean over, look up to the sky. Make sure this lower shoulder is dropped, upper shoulder is dropped. We don't want them up here. We want them nice and dropped. Good job. Breathe out and breathe in. Let's stay up this way for a minute. I want to move my shoulders again. All right. We're going to gently look side to side. Doing a very gentle twist. As we come back to center, we're doing this with our breath. So as you come back to center, breathe in, and then let it out. All right, let's come back to center. Let's find our way to our tabletop, hands and knees. For some cat-cow. You all know me, I love me some cat-cow. This is one of the great moves. As you breathe out, drop your belly. As you breathe in, actually, sorry, I get it confused every time, don't I? Breathe out and raise. Breathe in and lower. Cat-cow is a great one for pregnancy. It helps keep the core engaged while stretching out that tummy, loosening those back muscles. Helps to make some space for baby. And helps warm up those hips and keep that movement going for baby. Relieves a lot of tension. And as you let your baby hang here, it helps take a lot of that weight off of your lower back. So we're doing lots of amazing things with this one. If it feels good for you, let's start adding in some movement with our cat-cow. I'm going to go all the way down to the floor. Those of you who are heavily pregnant, you can just stay up here. Those of you who are in your earlier trimesters or postpartum, like me, I'm postpartum, not early trimester, feel free to bring your hands out just a little farther. And as we go down, up into a cobra, and then start to bend. Gonna work those arms out, ladies. Those triceps are gonna be burning. I don't know about you, but I got some flabby triceps. Oh. That was great. How's that make you feel? Let me know in the comments. Does it make you feel good to move your bodies around? You can switch it up and go the other way. Less involvement with your triceps. Arch that booty butt. Take it all the way back. Good job. Oh, that was wonderful. All right, let's do some hip work. Actually, I think we'll do hip work too, don't worry. I didn't tell you at the beginning, but hopefully you have some. Grab some blocks or pillows. Pull a chair close by or something that you can use to help stabilize yourself. I've grabbed a couple blocks today. So for this one, we'll put a block in between. I'm just going to sit on this block, and we're going to feel this stretch here in our hero pose. Your feet will be wider than your hips. If you need to, you can also grab 2 blocks or 2 pillows and give yourself some added height if you're feeling some tension on those knees, or if it's just too deep of a stretch. This feels great now. I don't know if you can see me rocking, trying to get comfortable. But we're going to bring our arms up, deep breath, straighten that spine, and bring it down to center. And we're going to go back up, put a little bit of pressure here as you engage your core, and you squeeze together. Instead of having your back arch, tuck those hips, bring it in. Realize that what I was doing here, you probably are too. Bring them in and up. Deep breath in, stretch and lengthen that spine. And let's begin a gentle twist. Touching the floor and leaning back. Opening up this whole left side of our body. Feel free to come deeper as is comfortable. Come up, and let's do the other side. And then we're going to come up, push forward, and sit back down. Feel that movement in your spine as we keep stretching to the ceiling. Now come up, engaging that core, engaging those glutes. Push those hips forward. Feel that stretch through the front of your body and that space we're creating. Feel free to lift your belly, make things a little more comfortable, and sit back down gently. Arms up. I'm going to lower and see how that feels. Feel free to play with it. Nope, that's a little too low on my knees. Feel free to play with it and see if something is more comfortable for you than another position. Come back down. Arch back, make that space. Engage that core. Stretching through your body. Now come up, engaging that core. Come forward. All right. Now I'm going to use these blocks for this next one. We're just going to use these blocks on the long side, what tallest setting is what I hear people call it. I love that. And put those blocks right on the outside of your mat so you have something to grab onto. And we're going to do that same move up higher. Hold on to that block. Arch yourself back. You're going to feel an even deeper stretch in your back. On the exhale, we're going to arch back. On the inhale, we're going to come up. Nice and tall and straight. If you'd like, you can try and lower those blocks down just a little bit. See how that feels for you. Arms back up. Deep breath in as we lengthen. Feel that stretch all through the front of your body, through your, not hamstrings, through your, goodness, quadriceps. Drawing a blank. I'm going to switch and go on my heels. Now that I'm a little more warmed up, on that exhale, try and go just a little deeper into that stretch. Good. Sit down and raise up. Great, let's come forward. I'm just moving my blocks out of my way. And feel that stretch in your lower back with our child's pose. This feels so good. Let's lean, come to the left. Reach just outside of the mat. Deep breath here. And let it out. And let's switch sides. Good job. Feel that stretch through the back. Come back to the front. Now begin to raise up come back down. Engage that core, tuck your toes, and we're going to do a down dog to up dog flow here. So you just put those blocks out of the way so you can see. Get those toes tucked under, and we're going to engage that core as we push our bottoms into the air. Push. And then come back down. You can make a pit stop and then keep coming. Those of you who are a little more advanced, not as pregnant, engage that core and go on up. Again, we can stop at tabletop and then come forward. This is great for your spine, your core, your shoulders. Let's do one more, and we're going to stop at down dog. Good job, everyone. I don't know about you, but my shoulders are definitely feeling that. All right, let's come into down dog. Add some movement for our calves. Let's come back down to tabletop. Tuck those toes and sit back on those feet. Roll those shoulders. Let's work those out a little bit. Take those hands, collapse them behind your back as we sit on our feet. Tuck those toes, and we're going to get a nice little foot and shoulder stretch here. Toe stretch. This can be a little intense, so come out as you're ready. Roll those shoulders forward and backwards with our hands still clasped. I'm going to untuck my toes. Release those hands. And come back up to tabletop. You guys are doing so good today. All right, let's stretch out our calves a little more. Take that. I'm going to move forward. Take your right foot, put it on the floor, and just start to push back onto that calf. And then let's bring it to the side and do a very easy, gentle motion, rocking back and forth. You're going to feel this on your inner leg. Breathe in as we come forward and out as we come back. Now go in and let that air out. And with each time we go back, see if you can sit just a little farther back on that leg. Have a block back here if you need that. Now let's sit back. Good job. Let's stretch out that leg. It's going to feel a tightness under your knee that you can feel release. Engage that core. And come back up. Good. Bend your knee, and let's start going side to side a little bit. Over, open, show you this way so you can kind of see this movement that I'm making. So my foot is to the side, and I'm opening and closing. Opening and closing. Good. I'm gonna go back this way. I'm gonna put my toes back on the floor. I'm gonna push into that foot. Go forward and push. Drop that knee. We're gonna do the other leg. I will switch sides. I'm gonna stay this way and then I'll rotate and face you. So push and come forward. Push. Again, as we push into that muscle, breathe out. Breathe in as we come forward and out as we push into that muscle. Good. All right. Let's take that left leg to the side, and we're going to start by rocking forward to breathe in and backwards and breathe out. Remember to listen to your body. Go as far as you are able to and what's comfortable for you. You might have one hip that's tighter than the other. You know I do. My right is tighter than my left today. And back up. On this next one, see if you can go all the way down. And we're going to hold that for a moment. One more breath here. Feel free to come out whenever you need to. Engage that core, come back up. And we're going to slightly pull that foot closer to us. Need to fix the sock again. There we go. We're going to come to the right. We're going to come to the left. Bend that knee, open those hips. Great job. All right, let's come back to our tabletop, and we are going to go back into our down dog. So tuck those toes, push up. How does that feel now? Now that we've stretched out those legs a little bit, can you put your heels down? I cannot. They're closer. Keep walking those feet out. Hold it for a moment. Come back down. Deep breath here. I want to do some more, but we're running out of time. If you're with me still, let's go ahead and come forward into our low lunge. You can put your foot to the outside of the mat. Hands are going to be inside in this lizard pose. We're going to come forward and pull back. And come forward. We want a wider stance, especially for those of you who are heavily pregnant. And pull back. Our legs and hips can get really tight, hold a lot of tension. So let's just work that tension out with our movement. Deep breath in as we pull back. Out as we go forward. Sometimes I sit all the way back. I don't think I'm going to sit all the way back today. Let's come back into this very front posture here. We're going to add a little bit of a spinal twist. So in that deep breath, straighten out that spine and begin by putting a hand on this outside knee. Keeping your spine nice and tall and lengthened. If it feels good, you can raise that arm to the ceiling. And then bring it back down. And add that movement. As you bring your arm down, can you put your elbow to the floor? If not, that's okay. Just put a hand down. Good, let's pull back. Bring that knee back down. Good job, that was a deep stretch, everyone. Okay, let's bring our other foot forward. Put it to the outside of that mat. Can you see? We're on the outside. We're still on the mat, just on the edge. Come forward and bring that leg back. Stretching those hamstrings. Come forward and backwards. Breathe in and let it out. Deep breath in. And let it out. On this next one, we're going to stay back here. Keep that spine nice and lengthened. Feel like you're just really pulling yourself apart here. Take your inside hand, your left hand, put it on your left knee. Begin to reach for the ceiling if it feels comfortable. And then come down to the floor. If it feels good, try and put your elbow to the floor. Good. Let's pull back. All right, put those knees back together. Widen those knees to the mat width apart. And let's come back down into child's pose. Take a deep breath here. Sorry, I know it's louder. Allow your body to relax. Remember that tightness from before in those lower back muscles. Hopefully that has started to dissipate. You can stay here. Those of you who are heavily pregnant, this one's really comfortable with a ball or a large couch pillow, or if you even have a yoga bolster pillow, just come forward a little bit and just lay on that pillow and let yourself relax. I don't have one today, so as you come out of this pose, if you are sitting on your legs, come slowly. Let's have a seat on our bottoms. Come back to our easy pose. Deep breaths here. Again, if it's comfortable for you, you can sit on one of your blocks. I'm going to play with my legs. Oops, that knee's hurting today. So we're just going to sit right like this. You have done a great job today with your yoga practice. Thank you for joining me. I will see you again next Friday, and you can always replay my videos. I do post them on YouTube for Birth It Forward, so they'll be there ready for you whenever you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Brittany with Birth It Forward. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever we have videos get posted. On Tuesdays, we do a Birth Tip Tuesday so that you can get some information and help prepare for your labor and the birth of your baby. Don't forget, we're doulas. You can hire us for both birth and postpartum support.